Oh, no. Send the message. I don't want a new line. Hello. Welcome. So, here's the thing. How are you today? I'm good. Here's the thing, though. It's not often at all, that a game, whenever you launch it, has a warning that says, like, to summarize it, the content warnings in this game are too long to fit here. Please go to our website to read all of them. And I want you to know, we are in for a weird game today. I do not know what this game is. I have vague memories that I saw it on a video game stream once, maybe. Like one of those things where they announce games. I feel like I remember seeing it there. I might have also seen it in a dream. I don't know. Maybe this game is prophetic. Maybe it's not. We haven't even really gotten to the stream yet. And by God, do people want to fucking just immediately lose their money? So sure, here's your money. We haven't even gotten to the stream yet. Or gain money. Yeah, or gain money maybe, but like, here's the thing. You're not gonna gain money. You're just not. But, yeah, so while this is happening, I don't know what this game is about. I know it has psychological horror as a tag on Steam, and it's a visual novel, so I'm gonna be reading a lot. This is like whenever your grandpa sits you down and is like, all right, kid, I'm gonna tell you a spooky story from my youth. Is this an SCP Cognito hazard? Do we need to sing a waiver, or to sign a waiver before we watch this stream? I don't know. It has voice acting, so you don't need to read. Cool! I hate reading. I'm usually bad at it, and it makes my voice get scratchy. But, whenever it's time to go, we will go, and I will show you the website. The site ran by spiders. And we can, together, look over this content warning. Yeah, enjoy your fake money. This one might be one of, like, the actual scary ones. I'm usually much more a fan of spooky. You know, things like Scooby-Doo. Or, like, the plastic decorations people have on Halloween. Where it's, like, beheaded skeleton man. Yeah, like, scary godmother. I like spooky. Scary is kind of, like, hit or miss, because, I mean, like, I can't really say I enjoy scary. Not because I get scared, but because, like, if you're not scared, then everything else just kind of sucks. I found your long-lost brother in Game Talk. I saw that. I am shocked. But okay. Here we go. The content warning. When we copy paste the content warnings and pin them. It might be for the best. So, the content warnings for this game are as follows. Mild nudity, realistic depictions of mutilation, disembowelment, realistic depictions of knife wounds, loss of self, cosmic horror, existential horror, being eaten alive, disembowelment, suffocation, realistic depiction of acid burns, realistic gore, jump scares, derealization, forced suicide, loss of bodily autonomy, I think, not anatomy, that's like your arms. That's probably in here too, honestly. Starvation, unreality, body horror, forced self-mutilation, forced suicide, realistic that's in there twice, by the way. Realistic depictions of graphic violence, self-degloving, gross, realistic flaying, self-immolation, realistic depiction of a bloated corpse, drowning, realistic depiction of burning to death, auditory gore, murder, death, loss of control, verbal abuse, gaslighting, dismemberment, graphic self-decapitation, and realistic severed head. What does unreality mean? I don't know. What are we playing? Slay the princess. Are we sure this is a good idea to stream? It's a video game, and Twitch hasn't banned it to my knowledge. What's degloving? So imagine all the skin on your hand, and also I think the meat as well, just came off. You know, kind of like you're taking off a glove. That's what degloving is. What are we gonna have to say? Watching Sakaguchi nailing Yoshi P the Tank Buster has kept me going for this whole week. That was very funny. I'm glad people can still grieve. But something fun and silly after this then. I mean, there's Dredge. It's not intended for all audiences. It also contains flickering image effects, as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. So watch out for that. Whatever horrors you find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story.
Cream gravy.
Here we are! The video game! I have to give it a task. Boil effect. What the fuck do you mean, boil effect? My task is to kill that woman. And by God, this is what I'm here to do. All right, I'm here to slaughter this woman.
In the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh shit, you can like move the camera around.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, there's so many goddamn options. I've always wanted to off monarchs.
That's
Vive la revolution!
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the
I have work to
princess
do. Yeah, that's it. You have my, like, jester's japery guarantee. I will do my best to inject joviality, to inject the haha funnies into this game. But sometimes there might be meat on screen. A lot of meat. Watch VOD because I don't want to spoil the game since they got today, so go and hope everyone doesn't get too spooked. I hope you have fun.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah? Have White Sephiroth ready just in case? I think I have. Is this Sephiroth? That's Sephiroth. Don't you worry. I have Wide Sephiroth on hand at all times. Keep a sensor ready. We got Wide Sephiroth. I should put, like, fucking... the part of One Winged Angel where they go, like, Sephiroth! I should just put that on my soundboard. One Winged Angel, but, I should just have this on standby somewhere. Turn it down a bit. No, it has to be loud because, like, Sephiroth is loud because that's Sephiroth. The game is quiet.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Who's the hero?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Where's he? Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost
Hello?
entirely
Hi.
bare. The air is stale and musty, and the
Knife!
floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
You can't see my
Only
mouse, but, like, I'm
furniture
circling the
of note
knife.
is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I tested the fucking, like, follow notification, and it should work, but, like, it's not working, so thanks for clicking the button.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I need a stabbing implement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Regicide!
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. And it's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You got it, boss. I got a stabber to implement.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Stabbing implement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Who are you?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes. Okay, you caught me. I'm here to kill you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
I don't know, the voice in my head calls me Stud Muffin. Nuh-uh. Fuck you mean nuh-uh?
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade.
You shut up. You're not part of this.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands
Stab.
and tighten
Stab.
your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me?
Is this a jump scare?
Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Stab.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I have free will in 2 hands.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Incorrect. Humans have been throwing shit at each other for decades. You know what monkeys do?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
What if I throw it and like the blunt part hits her? And then I just have to like keep going over there and picking it up and then like going back to throw it again. So it's just constantly like, that's shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Shit.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
She picks up the knife. She does have a free hand. Are you sure she's not armed? She has 2 of them. Drop the blade. Kill her.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Stab!
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
I had my own Dragon's Dogma 2 Vindication moment because Risk of Rain DLC is finally dropping on console in 2 weeks. Congratulations. You can finally play what the rest of us have been playing forever.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yeah?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Most people die when stabbed.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Do I get credits now?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
We'll turn on the auto option. I mean, she's
Yes,
dead.
Exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
You told me to do it.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Do I win? Is that win? Jake, you sure make fun of me a lot for listening to podcasts, and this is an area about one of the biggest fiction podcasters ever.
You open the cabin door.
What do you want me to
ready
do?
return
Change the
to a world
narrator?
Saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what
Yeah.
you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened?
Incorrect. I won.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Will I? Oh, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
The psychological horror can't
Time
be
passes.
psychologically horror
You
if I
can't be
just
sure if
accept
it's
everything.
Days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
True.
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Are you talking to me? Who am I in this situation? I'm not the narrator. You hear the narrator? I'm happy.
Are
We're
we
happy.
Really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, that's what he
Really?
said.
Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
Yeah, you got it, boss.
More happy time passes, though the
Happy
word
game,
begins
happy
to lose
game.
its meaning.
Happy game.
Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
Do we?
The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Oh.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that
What did you get for
shift.
breakfast today? Breadsticks. I heated up in an oven.
Exist. Happy. Forever.
Cool! Woo! I got the good ending! This game was easy! The fuck's all that content warning about? I beat the game! So bring out the dancing lobsters. Video games are easy! Thank you, patrons. What a great game you got here. This game was like easy. Look at that. That fucking axolotl. Why's he got two hands? Your song. The Princess, the World Ender, Eternal Bliss. Yeah, you did it. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. What do you mean? I mean, sure, I'll take a screenshot. Join the Discord, join our mailings, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere else, play our other game, return to the main menu. Is that it? Opens the accessibility menu, advanced dialogue, activates interface, navigate the interface, skips dialogue, takes a screenshot, toggles assistive self-voicing. What do I do? We're going in again! Great stream, Milky. Enjoy this game a lot. Hey, thanks.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, I bet I am. Alright, let's not just completely go along with everything he thought. Why don't I just leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Bye. I'm not going. The only thing I messed with, I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually okay with the world ending. I relish coming from a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Okay. How do you know that?
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
He sounds like a DM that's like really upset that you just like killed a really important NPC.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
I mean, sure, okay, I guess you stabbed the merchant. The entire town guard hates you.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again.
Can
Maybe
I stab the
world can
cabin?
still be saved after all.
Turn around and leave.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
That's generally how dying works. It's kind of forever. Maybe everyone should die. It's like every dummy in the woods asked me to kill someone for them. Yeah, fuck everybody else.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
What'd they ever do for me? Alright, I'm pretty special.
And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
I don't wanna.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Thank you.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
What if I just turn around and leave again? Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact. I'm gonna keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Yeah, fuck it. The entire humanity bloodline ends with me.
And here we go.
Cabin!
As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
The music's getting
Glimpses of
wacky.
Familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
This DM does kind of suck.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Correct.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
What if I just lay down on the floor and die?
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Cool. Ah! The second chapter!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
What's going on back there?
If you don't,
Am I in a cage?
it will be the end of the world.
Oh no. Oh, that said, oh no. She actually ended the word last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard! These walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the
What
cabin.
are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
What if they killed her? What if, like, you just put a bear in there? Put, like, a real bear in there. Let him do it.
What happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Hello, voice of the
Might
contrarian.
have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
How many ways are there to, like, kill yourself
It
in the
did
woods?
end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yes. What the hell is she?
Last I checked, there wasn't any last time. We've just met, you and I.
How many times can I just
What
loop through
happened,
this?
Then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Okay, so that just kind of loops back around again. Yep, going to the cabin. Definitely gonna stab a princess in the
You
basement.
know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
I mean, last time I stabbed her, I was happy forever, so, like, maybe I should just trust him.
A warning.
It's so big.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I could probably climb that.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
I like him.
Let's keep an open mind.
How many characters can I get inside my head?
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
There's like space down there.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table,
You're limited
is
at
a
3
pristine
voices.
blade.
Lame.
The blade
I
is
want
your
like
only
60.
weapon. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I want my brain. I want my brain to sound like this. That's what I want.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world
My
ending
ears. Ow.
monstrosity
Yeah,
anyway?
and whose fault is that? You think I care?
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You
I mean,
can't
how
just
many-
say that? But when everything here is so wrong.
How many princesses end a world?
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
I want to throw the knife
If
at the
you're
window.
going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
I'm not even scared. I think
Ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
incorrect.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Whoa.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
I feel like I feel like I'm over at a friend's house right now and I'm listening to like his parents argue.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
I don't know, you told me like not to
Okay.
do that.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Wait.
We should look at ourselves.
You didn't say anything about that mirror.
You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's
What about
the
that one?
table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What about that one?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
What if I'm hot as hell?
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? So we're all in agreement now. We're looking.
Look at mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Like mirror.
Reach
queen.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I got scales
But it
and
was
claws.
A second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find
Maybe
it
I'm a
again,
lizard.
And then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Kobold, perhaps. Take the sword.
Take the blade from
thing.
the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom.
Thumb at the
Look
bottom?
Much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
So like reverse?
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Am I an Argonian? Hold it the other
Switch
way.
your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, that's a stabbing blade right there.
Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw it.
Ah, yes! Do it!
Throw it.
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon.
Why the
flies
break over
out
there,
into
too?
the night. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
What are you scared of?
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
We have claws. You have any idea how good claws are at, like, ripping shit? The answer is very. That's why, like, everything in nature has claws.
The basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get.
Do I,
Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Jump? You have no idea how, like, fast I would have already jumped off if I had, like, free control. Like, if this was, like, a WASD video game, I would have already jumped off.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Which fucking flight?
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Yes.
No.
I think.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
What if she's a big mouth now?
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
True. Harsh stairs to the left, soft stairs to the right, and the middle. Left is dead, right is right.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet.
Giant
Stairs
lady's
almost
gonna
seem
appear like in that dark
friendly
space.
as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Is this like meat stairs?
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
Yes.
Softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going.
Now it
You
looks like
manage
I'm
to
inside
fight
a
against
colon.
The overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
I mean, yeah, that's like real scary and all, but like, you know what's scarier? That's right, it's gambling. Turns out, at the bottom of the weird, creepy staircase, there's a fully intact casino. All right, get bet. Put your money on whatever, like on whatever side of this coin you want. I hate you followers. Thanks for clicking a button. Why does that fucking alert box work? Terrible. Evil alert box. I like you. You're silly. Thanks. I don't know. I mean, like, personally, if I was in, like, Silent Hill, or, like, psychological horror situation, I would simply not psychologically be horrored. I don't know. I mean, I would just choose to not. You can do that. Like, you don't gotta be scared of the manifestations of your past sins and haunting traumas. You can just not. I feel like, you know, they don't really tell you that much, but, like, you can just choose to not do it. Okay, well, I thought we were going to go back into the horrors, but apparently I'm wrong. But you are right, okay? Every stream does need sex appeal. And this is the sex appeal. Why is he tiny? Shut the fuck up. Don't play that song. Okay, we good? We good to go back into the game?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Cream gravy!
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
This is just what a storyboard looks like. Okay, we're doing it again.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
I don't know. There's people in my head that want to see like a Mario character shake his big ass.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but
Shut the
so still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Hi, can you tell me what I look like?
Princess,
Am I hot?
eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the
Bring it
outside
back.
of the
Keep it.
basement.
No, we're supposed to be scared.
Don't forget why you're here.
I'm gonna be scared.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Am I hot?
You're here to...
Oh, he's being an ass. We remember, though. I'm not sure if we should trust you. Let's hear her talk about it. Try and get her back. She seems normal. Am I hot? Well, I know you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen, or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
As the princess...
Could there be a
speaks
third
again,
one?
It's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just
Was that
one of
Feeney's
her,
theme from Omega
now
Strikers?
another.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Don't expose me. Shut up.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Go just like shove her inside the mouth of the other one. Stuff her like a fucking Thanksgiving turkey.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
I guess.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Last time I stabbed her, so you're technically telling me to not stab her.
New plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I like this guy. How do I, like, multiply you? Can I, like, fill my screen with you? Can I make infinite of you? Okay, hang on. So bad news. I drank like 56 glasses of like sweet tea before this stream, and I'm about to bust. So I'll be right back. So here's the entire Ceciloth theme. Thank you for waiting. Okay, so how do we make more of her? If I, like, directly address it, there's probably gonna be more of her.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this.
Hi,
but
Jebby.
I'm the only one down here, so if you need anything, I'll do my best.
Follows are still broken, so thanks for clicking a button!
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger.
What do you mean any bigger? What if we took your princess? What if we inflated your princess, made her big and round? The horrors of this game are round princesses. What if she was big? What if she was massive? Huge princess, round princess.
There must be something wrong with
Third
you.
princess!
I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again.
I don't like where this is going.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
Well, now there's like 3 doubles of
How
her.
would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window.
I wasn't the one who threw it.
Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us.
Is the sad princess unchained? I mean, they're all unchained. Like one hand.
Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Kinda hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
These are like the same one. Like the left one and like the middle one are like the
Certainly
same
looks
one.
that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
More princesses. More princesses! What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
Wasn't this just the Teen Titans episode where Raven's like personality was like a different Raven?
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Can I name her? Hey, down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Can you see the other two of you?
Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up, I will devour you. I don't remember.
Can you see
what
the
it was
fourth
like
one?
Before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out. And Bear.
There's a new challenger! Okay, so we're missing like bottom right princess. These are all, this is like one option. I'll let you out of here. What are you gonna do?
Are you looking for the truth? Or are you looking for the right answer? What do you want me to say?
Woo!
Should I be a good person? I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that.
If I rotated them really fast, it'd be like a pinwheel.
Besides, you already know what I'm going to do.
I don't actually. That first time I killed you.
If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I put
Sends
it,
you to the
Arthur,
fucking
so
princess dimension.
There must be something we can do. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
I think
But
that'd
how
be
do we
funny
decide
though.
what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
You're enjoying yourself, Squid Man, in this little corner of hell. Torture doesn't work on me because it's funny. Like, you can lock me in the saw trap, sure. But at some point, I'm gonna find it funny.
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Well, I have one option now, I think. I click on you all.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
I'm sorry. Did you say, Did you say footfall?
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Does this mean I can be 5 people?
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs, and leave her to languish alone.
Hold the fucking phone, hold on. Please load. Please load. I need that. Thank you. Where is it? 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 There it is. This one's my favorite. I like this one. I like that one the most. That's the best one.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
Is this horror? Or is this just like...
But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Amalgamation!
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Do I win?
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they
This is
don't
just like a
belong.
Bloodborne enemy.
It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere.
What do you mean, fix it?
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I think she's still pretty okay. She looks fine. I'll do my best. How did you do that? You don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Did I do my best?
It is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
I enjoy the void.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
But I want to know if I'm hot.
Don't do that. I'm begging you, don't do this.
Shut up!
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. The mirror remain. Time to see what's in it.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty okay.
We're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here.
You are at the cabin. I like the fucking flaming arms behind you.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
To be fair, I think like armor made out of like arms. Armor. Would be kind of cool.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
You want to get together and pick fleas off each other like monkeys? I say this because there are currently fleas on my leg. Because my cat keeps bringing fleas into my room.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
This sounds like Nier Automata.
I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
You should probably take care of that. I do. She still has fleas. And there's still like fleas about.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
I had to delete my own comment. You can't out-joke the Joker! Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the guy that spoke to my brain?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Thanks, I think.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What? You good? I don't think I am. Things are kind of just like crashing. This is weird. Hang on, something weird's going on here. Something very strange is going on here. I thought that was part of the game, maybe. Like, it's doing, like, some kind of meta shit. But now I can't access my taskbar. Maybe this game is malware. It's not. It's not. This is, like, a me issue somehow. But, like, something's going on here. Something strange and bizarre. Like, I can't see you all either. Okay, now I can see you all again. Hi. Okay, now I can't see you all yet. Weird and strange. Scary and awkward. OBS also, like, isn't showing me a video preview, and I can't move it. I don't have a task manager. Why don't I have a task manager? I can't restart it either. Hang on. Will you work now? Hell, maybe she is cosmic horror. I clicked restart and it hasn't done it yet. Which is a snissue. A snail issue. This is bizarre. Am I dead? Okay, it's back. Okay, it's back. More or less, it's back. Hello, hi. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Now I can't do anything. Save the game real quick? Yeah, that's probably smart. Why'd my Oculus thing open up? Hang on, I'm just gonna unplug my Oculus Rift. Be gone, demon. So I can't click on anything on my other monitor. And I don't think I can save the game. Okay, I can save the game. Hang on. This is... This is weird. So I can move OBS around, but like... Can you see this? What the fuck's going on here? Yeah, we can see. What the fuck is this? Maybe do a quick restart? Yeah, I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen. So, please hold. I don't know what that was. It's never done that before. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it happened. Like, it displayed, like, an error message, and then, like, everything just went dark. Maybe I did die. Like, for real. So, fun fact, though. Apparently, 18% of people that have played this game have gotten the good ending. Like, where you just follow, like, everybody's advice. And then, like, 40% of the people, like, half the people that play, like, 50%, have seen their body. Anyway, we're back.
I'm sorry. There are some
Get her out of there.
changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay, do I just become amalgamated?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
When does the bloated corpse happen?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Chat's driving the bus now. No, you're not!
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Be afraid of, like, the arm demon.
I know only that they are.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we'll know our freedom.
Thanks for giving a sub to Zorian, Rubber PJs. So, I just do other routes and then I leave?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to stab you again?
I
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Cool. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay, bye.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Ha! Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay
I'm
her.
dead!
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay, so it's just the fucking infinite happiness. Can you tell me what my prize is for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the
So
cabin.
now I gotta free her,
You'll
probably.
find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Here we go.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Alright, Leah, have you seen this? Let's just go into the basement. Fuck it, we don't need the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her
Okay.
voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I think I'm here to kill you.
You must have the wrong address.
You've given her the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Ah, shit, you're right. Sorry, my bad. Let's just turn around and leave.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Maybe she eats me if I let her go
I
free.
am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Do you, like, bite me? What have you been eating? Or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
How are you alive? You lich!
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah, you a lich? Go back upstairs and get the knife. What are you gonna do if I just let you out?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
What dynamic do we
It's
have?
not like you'd believe me.
You eat me? You kill? What the fuck are you doing? You're weird. I don't know, I like the voice in my head that told me to do funny things. Whatever.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, whatever.
You're making a huge mistake.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Wait a second. The hero's not the guy that's like talking.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
So the hero is not the guy that's talking. He's just another voice in my head.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
What if I bite it with my big, strong lizard teeth?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
I could cut off your hand.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah, see? You can cut off your hand.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
It's wood and I have claws.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
So you locked me in here, you son of the bitch.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
True.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Want me to, like, eat through your hand?
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before putting her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her lip with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I mean, I said I'd do it, but I mean, okay, go for it.
She rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
You want to use the knife?
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
This would probably be easier.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding.
Hey there, young milkster, what are you playing? Grandma, no! Grandma, don't look!
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow.
Is this the degloving thing you talked about? I think this is just
She
dismemberment.
didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
She's made of hot stuff, you know? She's got the brass tacks on her.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
You want to, like, patch that
Why
up?
is she still smiling after everything?
Or are you good?
It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh, you
Wait,
son of a bitch.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, that's terrible DM.
What are you doing?
I can't control this. Where's the save? Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the
Shit,
princess
narrator.
dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, but the cool cosmic hand demon told me to get everybody there, and I kind of want to do that.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Bite my neck or something. Stab me with the knife.
We both know this isn't you.
Kill me. I need to get another ending.
She reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are
Do
you
it. Do it.
doing?
Do it. Kill me.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Do it.
She plunges
Yes!
it into your chest, tearing
Murder!
and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
How do you bite your own hand off while you suck at this? Do it again.
Strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Wow, you suck
She
at
doesn't know
this.
how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it?
She
Stab
bit
you
off
with
her
a stab
good
wound.
hand.
It won't be long before you bleed out.
Oh shit, I don't want to do that.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs
Sloppy.
unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
No, it can.
That's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Oh, you shut the fuck up. The two of you made your choice.
Everything goes dark. And you die.
You literally forced me to do this. The damsel. New voice. Feed to the machine.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, so now, like, I think do I have to, like, get back to, like, the hand demon to defeat this?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I had a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved.
Oh, I
Yes,
hate
you'll
this
have to
guy.
be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Technically, I'm not really a voice here.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Yeah, I kind of hate this guy.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Oh, I hate this guy. Alright, whatever, let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I have to get this. I mean, so far, it's kind of, like, cool.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies. that
Milky the
can't be
Squid, twist
trusted.
this guy's dick.
Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
I hate you.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
You a simp. No, I hate this guy. Check the VOD later. Hope you have fun. It's a good game. It's like 15
The
bucks
interior
too.
of
What
the
the fuck
cabin
is this place?
Clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, so I'm going to try to get back to the hand demon.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I gotta keep, like, feeding it.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's
a mirror.
There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Okay, look now, Milky. I mean, her hand is back on her, maybe. That's what I've been saying! How hot am I?
Great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
We shouldn't waste time preening. I'm not lying to
Okay, yeah. Let's just, like,
you.
take
The blade from
the knife
I
real quick.
suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Get rid of the smitten guy? That's what I'm trying to do. Approach mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was
Hey,
there a
gal.
second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
What do you mean feather? I hate this guy. Can I stab myself again?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight,
I hate this guy.
but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
What if I keep going up and down the stairs and just throwing myself down them?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Can you grow the hands again?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yeah,
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
also correct.
Well, she killed us.
Technically correct.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained.
You need to trigger the shattering
by
again. I know, but like I don't know how to do that without like also doing the contrarian.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
Cause like
What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
the shattering happened because I was contrarian. And that caused the contrarian to sit in my brain. And then whenever we entered the cabin, it was like liminal space.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
I like how this guy just forgets about the fact that she literally ate her own hand.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
I mean, I don't taste that bad, but I feel like biting through the bone would be hard. So I'd appreciate a knife.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I mean, I don't know. I never tried to, like, eat a bone before. Maybe I could do it. It'd be hard, but, like... I feel like once you get the nerve endings out of the way, yeah, you could probably do it.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
I did, actually. Fuck, Milky, did you just bite your arm? Yes.
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us
I
of
don't
our
know.
misery.
Maybe
to
she made a
show
good
us
point.
Mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Teeth marks. Apparently, I bit myself pretty hard. I have to cut you out again? That kind of sucked last
I'm okay
time.
with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
That one kind of sucked, though.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
If I, like, lobotomize part of my brain, does he go?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Hard to bite through skin, Milky. I know people have asked me to do it. I mean, yeah, I kind of get that. Cause like, I bit down on myself just then as hard as I could, and like maybe it's like self-preservation or something.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles?
But like I couldn't do it.
She said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
I can dent myself, but like I can't get
She
through.
didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Are you gonna get degloved this time? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
That doesn't make any sense. Cool face though. You in the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Grow the hands, grow the hands, grow the
And
hands.
Just like our darling princess, she wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
You're unable to do it yourself because of an instinct in the behavior that protects you from yourself. Yeah, I believe that.
The world sucks. People are a plague. And I hope you brought a slow, painful ruin to them all.
I got no. I
To
don't
be
really care.
honest, I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The
Yes, you
princess
can.
shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long.
If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
So I mean, I could just deglove you, but like that might hurt. The narrator sent me to kill you, took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
Shut the fuck up, cheater.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Shut up.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
God, I hate every voice in my head right now.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Alright, let's save the princess, I guess?
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess,
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yes.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
I'm glad there are now 2 people in my head trying to kill me.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if...
Cream gravy!
Hi, ZV. Hi. Degloving?
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Do you, like, eat me now or something?
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I need to feed you.
The
Or, like,
princess
not you,
jumps up and
I guess.
smothers you in a joyful embrace.
I need to feed the voice in my head.
Sure you want to do this.
To the
Just
demon.
One slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it.
You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
I don't know.
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
And
Gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave, and I think...
I want you to die.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
You want to end the world?
Are you seriously asking her that?
Oh, we've been over this one. I don't know.
Why'd your voice get different? I need you to end the world. That's the only way I can meet the Nier Automata hand demon.
That sounds perfect.
Music changed. Good.
Princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I hate you.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see.
Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough
Yeah.
with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
That's also true.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
What if I just open the door?
Okay. Yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Oh, get fucked,
I
buddy.
knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts.
And the world.
Bound
And the world.
together as one.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away.
If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything.
At least the
If I'm about to
DM
see
got
the end
better.
of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Well, what I want is not a dialogue option.
That, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Yes! The horrors!
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Are you gonna, like,
She's cold.
shrivel?
Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Yes! Yes! The hands!
We'll get the chance to make that jacket nobody ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... mirror? Why is it here? What?
Yeah, like, trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Yeah, it is. Just shut up.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
No, both of you shut up. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
To an extent, yes.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. Like gone once again, the mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it.
I'm back.
You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Thanks.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like? A change.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
You know, they did all this. Once this is all finished, we're gonna kill you. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I kind of like the weird hand demon. What do you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Like, I don't know what I am. Apparently, I'm a bird. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Got it. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thanks.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What would it bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Okay,
My
fair.
joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
All you had to do was kill her, and now we have to deal with eldritch horrors. This is better. Trust me. You don't have any preferences?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
How many more fucking
You will
roots
have
are
your
there?
rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Hey, the follows work now. What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now, barely finished, damp, cavernous.
Yeah, I got no need to wait. You have any thoughts?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I'm glad all of them just go into the fucking, like, hand void. I want to hurt you.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
What the fuck are you? I kind of dig it, but, like, you know, what do I do? Alright, I'm going back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Going back!
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, I know, I'm on a path in the woods. Silently continue
make
to the
your way.
cabin. Recede into the cabin.
The interior of the blade,
Pick up the knife.
you take the
Enter basement. Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
Good. This is like the sassy one.
Don't you dare.
Did you just do damsel? I did just do damsel.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after
So
we
far-
talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I mean, overall, I'm going to use, like, the voices as, like, milestone markers. So we've done Contrarian, and we've done, like, the Smitten. Okay.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
You have scales and feathers. You are a basilisk. Or a chicken.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Can you
Against
kill me
your
or
better
something?
Judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
So somehow the narrator doesn't know about the other reality. Or about, like, the giant hand, like, woman.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I can't
I
blame
don't
you.
remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
I love this one. She's a bitch. In like a good way.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Not really. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
What, like, do you have an idea?
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
You could
At the
just
end of
tell
the
me
day,
things, you know.
Whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
True.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Here's the thing, hero. You might think that, like, you're influencing me here, but, like, I'm gonna be honest, I just think the hand demon's cooler, so, like, I'm just going with that one.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Fair.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Yeah, yours aren't either, buddy. Shut up.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
That feels like he just called her a slur. And a fucking monarch, no less. How long you been down here?
Too long.
That's fair.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes
I like her.
settle on the edge of the
I like the weird one. She's my
You're
favorite one yet.
suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Monarchy is a slur. Source, am English. I mean, I know
She
that.
is. I'm sure of it.
They are very British, actually. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
How many runs has Milky gone through? 2! 3, technically, if you want to count the one where I just followed the narrator and did everything he told me.
You know why you're here.
Yeah, I know why I'm here. I'm here to feed more voices to the hand. I could just keep her locked away. That might do something.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
To be fair,
And
last...
if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Last time, you were pretty gung-ho to bite off your own hand, so, like, I think you could get out of here. Alright, locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
No, I win.
It's a chance we'll have to take.
Like, me, the
We can
third
make
guy
this
in this
work
situation.
if we
Not
just
like
stay
you
here
or
and
the
keep
hero,
watch.
but like me.
No one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Incorrect!
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
And the door's gonna
It
slam
won't be
shut.
long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, kill me?
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
So here's the thing, right? I've already died, like, twice. So who cares? If I leave and she's just like, then, like, whatever. I might get a new voice out of it.
Death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Why are we biting off hands, young man? I'm not doing
Close
that.
the
She
basement
is.
door, locking it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
This'll stop her!
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Oh, is this like the horrors?
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Okay.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less like the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Get ready, fellas. We could be seeing potential horrors here
As
soon.
she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Can I find out?
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
What do you look like?
No, it doesn't.
Are you horrors?
Just
Nap
ignore
time.
it. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the
Horrors,
princess's threats
horrors,
into your
horrors,
best
horrors!
plan and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for
Yes!
letting me get out of that awful basement.
Horrors!
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
You bite me now? Do I become like meat flesh?
And all at once, the paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
You quite literally could have told me at any given point. Literally any point what was going on. And you were just like, you gotta kill her. I mean, you gotta kill her. Why do I have to kill her? I mean, you gotta kill her.
So,
She steps closer.
Shit, sorry. I skipped over your
One
dialogue.
foot fall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
I have gills?
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It's not. Good try, though.
This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is.
Jump
Everything
scare.
goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare. New voice, new voice, new voice!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hell
You're
forever,
here
hell
to
forever, hell
slay
forever.
her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Who's, like, what's my new guy gonna sound like? She's gonna kill me again!
Again? People don't die twice. You
You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh! What if he hears us? That's
Ooh,
a
the
very
paranoid
good
one.
question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit! You find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you?
Horrors.
No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
They didn't. They still don't.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
Hi, I'm the fourth voice here. There weren't any consequences. I just kept clicking on buttons.
And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I don't know, she ate my body or something?
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think
Voice of the
princess,
gamer!
left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Hey guys, it's me. I'm the fourth voice. I don't really know what's going on here, but they had me cast for the Tetris 99 stage. You guys know what Tetris is? And this is all I got. Alright, I don't know what the hell's going on here. I'm not really well versed in horror. So this is all on you.
My god, I'm cringing. Trust me, if that's what makes you cringe, you are incredibly new here.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop
Are
her?
you talking Tetris? I'm very
What do you
talented
want
with my
from us?
vocal cords and how I can make them expand and contract.
I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Well, I know we just got stabbed by a lady in a basement, but at the same time, it's gamble time. This is like good soothing music for flipping a coin. Look, are you a voice in my head? Technically right now, yes. But I'm also a voice in your computer. Okay, if you're wearing headphones, I'm a voice in your head. If I'm a voice, like, in your computer, unplug your headphones, and then you'll hear me in your computer. You control what my voice is. Put me on your phone and throw me outside. And now I'm a voice in your neighbor's, like, bedroom. My Bluetooth, you're right. Exactly. I wouldn't submit my neighbor to you. Why are you a bad neighbor? Never punished. You are technically right. Tails never fails. Anyway, get scared again. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
That feels impersonal. Like, if you're gonna go into a basement and kill somebody chained to a wall, don't you want to at least give, like, a villain monologue or something? Can you imagine how terrible it'd be to, like, wake up in the Saw trap and Jigsaw doesn't even fucking talk to you? He's just like, figure it out. And then that's it? That's boring! Where's the pizzazz? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
I got here late. Have you never killed her? No, I did. The very first thing I did in this game was just completely follow every direction with, like, joy and glee. And I just went in there, I stabbed her, and then I left. And then it was like, yay, you did it. Being cagey. Why don't you tell me?
I told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You can at least tell me what she is.
If
like,
you
really.
want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. No, you should do anything but that. We know what's waiting for us in that basement.
Technically, we don't. Okay, who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement. I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Who are people? Couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us?
Is this the gaslighting thing?
I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Of course you do.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
Okay, that's all.
Right. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Fuck it. Why not?
A warning. Before you, she will lie.
Yeah, she'll lie, cheat,
I
only
think
word she
lying
says.
and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Going in. Yet again. Howdy, partner. It's me. Uncle Cletus.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Horrors.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Horrors. Horrors. Horrors.
What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes?
Shadow
on
in the
us?
right window? Holy shit, she's in the right window! She's in the left window too!
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out.
But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So
I like
deep
the
breath
paranoid
in,
voice.
Deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
It's just us, the viewers. Milky, say something funny. Alright. To the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Wipe mirror
Reach
clean.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Milky, dance. I'm flossing right now, you just can't see it. Alright, pick up
Reach
blade.
down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else?
Hit
Something
the gritty, Milky. How do you
I don't
know?
know.
Hit the fucking gritty?
better than a knife?
Only gritty I know. It's McDonald's McGriddle.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your
Only
task.
gritty I
More
like
than capable
acknowledge
of
in
pulling
my
this off, as long as
destitute
you
life
don't
is the
lose
fucking
faith.
bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Man, you all have no clue about the hand demon. It's sad.
Very different.
I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She knows that we're here.
I kind of like the window things. They're kind of cute.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Like, I don't know. I don't have the fear of being stared at. So, like, this does nothing for me. If I was in water like a big fish,
Focus up. A lot's riding on this.
then that'd be scary. Yeah, it reminds me of, like, Spirited Away things. Oh, well.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Yeah, I don't really have a fear of being
More
stared at,
eyes,
so,
too.
like, whatever.
You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Is it gonna be, like, full screen text?
I didn't think you'd come
Lame.
back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Throw the knife. Yeah, how hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless.
If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
I mean, she's a ghost.
It'll be enough.
Maybe. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A
Vertical
smattering of
stairs.
cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Incorrect.
You're really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
I don't know, this game, like, isn't scary. It's kind of... My mindset is just, like, this is just a regular fucking D&D game.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
This is the guy that takes roleplay, like, seriously. The voice of the hero is just like, the fuck are you on about, guy?
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
And then we got the we got the DM here being like, oh my god, just play the goddamn game, you two.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Okay. I mean, left is dead and right is right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
You look like a baby.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
Maybe.
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Out as your blood begins to
What?
coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Jump scare.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
Hi.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want? Or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm
Okay.
sure. Heart, lungs, liver,
How are you controlling the autonomic nervous system?
again,
Your
your
autonomic
eyes
nervous
shoot
system.
open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
If I stab it, doesn't even do anything. It's a
The
ghost.
weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Unless this works like off of Oblivion logic and silver weapons can hurt ghosts. Why don't you kill me?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
True.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked
Hi.
lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I have to do is break your concentration.
Jump scare.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs,
Are those really? What about the brain?
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that. Ah, and there's the fear.
She pulls away.
Fear?
Lungs,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Alright, what happened after you killed me last
I
time?
tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Fair.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Let you go out. What then? Do we just go our separate ways?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
She's not that scary.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
You're a lunatic. You know that, right?
I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises
Yeah, okay.
your left finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. Nerves, heart, but she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Yeah, okay, if we want to lurk together, can you turn off the whole, like, organs shutting down thing?
Like I said, I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Yeah, okay. We can be friends.
Glad you're seeing things my way.
Cool. Alright. Let's get out of here.
What? No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
Horrors!
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, shit.
Oh, fuck, what'd you say? You think you can just wrest control away from us? This body is barely functioning as is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Well, letting us die here doesn't make it end faster.
With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Yeah, you just don't know what's gonna happen.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth.
Liver.
She needs us alive.
What does the liver do? All right, it filters blood. How about you go first?
Why, are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now. Besides, what if I lost track of you and trapped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you'd want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet.
Okay.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement.
And Nana.
You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles. An uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
You just make cat noises at me?
Between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, lungs, liver. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
You haven't even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Okay.
You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
Yeah, secret reasons.
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
The
Hi.
princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
That's kind of like the entire point of the autonomic nervous system, is that it's
Do.
automatic.
This is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just
tell us who to trust. Brain?
Heart.
Right, heart.
Lungs.
Lungs.
Liver. Nerve.
Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart. Lungs.
Can I have a turn?
Liver. Nerves.
I want to run my organs.
You're terrible at this.
I know. I'm doing my best.
Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What about the kidneys? We don't need to pee at this point.
What are you doing?
Dying?
Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves.
I miss Smitten. No, you don't.
Lungs.
Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy. Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it?
I kind of like him.
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support. But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
Heart. Lungs.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay?
Okay, let's leave.
The door.
Sure. Bye-bye.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed
Bye.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
Bye, Ghost Princess.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
Another one for the void!
You do not get the chance to respond, nor do you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we... Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way.
Yes, it is. It'll be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
That worked. It always worked. She's never gonna win, because I've got, like, the great beyond on my side.
Can we trust you?
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence to reach forward, but gone once again. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it.
Oh, I got, like, vines now.
You're withered.
We're once again in the long quiet. And there she is. What's good, Hands?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Sure.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
To be fair, it's kind of true. I don't know what I am. I'm partly lizard, I think. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
You're torturing me and I hate it, and I think I hate you. No, I don't hate her. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this one?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Have you figured out what's going to happen whenever we're done?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
You still not care which one you get next?
I care about her gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Am I more powerful of like a fucking outer being than you? One more vessels.
We will know when we near our destination.
So I guess that means we're not near the destination. No preferences?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
She's kind of sweet. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like her.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
All right, I'm going back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bring the nightmare to her.
You're here.
And we're back! Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I love how much you hate royals.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your
Yeah,
way.
yeah, whatever.
The interior of the cabin is all the blade.
Yep. Take the blade,
Take the-
I guess. Go on in.
Her voice.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
There you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Nuh-uh. Drop the
We
knife.
should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Drop it.
The blade,
Thank you. Maybe now we can...
against your better judgment.
Now we'll just get her out of
step
here.
Forward to speak with the princess face to face.
Now instead of leaving her, we just take her out.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure.
So here we are.
Yeah,
What
awkward
an
start to a
awkward
relationship.
start to a
Yeah, it's pretty
relation-
awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Yeah, you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone.
I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world. How do I try to the wall?
I think.
It's hoping you tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one...
Okay, yeah, whatever. We talked enough.
Oh,
You know.
I'm gonna get you out.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
Thank you,
and
TV,
give them
for
a tug.
topping.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Is this the degloving?
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You sure
attempt
will.
to make your way out of... Is someone else? You
Try
try
the
to.
door.
You're here.
Piece of shit!
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like
Yes, ma'am,
that
your
I
majesty!
do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Hi, we did this
How
again.
is she so composed?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
You got it,
You
boss!
won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Uh-huh, yeah, this is
Watch
happening
me.
again. Alright, I guess this time I guess I'm just gonna go for it.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious?
Sadly, yes.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one,
Really?
but I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Give up.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker. You fall to your knees,
Nice.
barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing.
Holy
as
shit,
the
she's doing like a combo!
bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Where the fuck is it? That's my favorite soundboard that I have.
The wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we'll kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
Sadly, the cosmic beings that be need me to do different
She places
things,
a
so yeah,
confident
kill me.
heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right?
No, it can't.
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Allegedly. The tower!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Alright, to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. We might as well
Yeah.
just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
The broken.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
But I want to... Look, I just want to feed him to the hands.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Alright, what's our
The
interior?
interior
Ooh,
of the
okay.
cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Alright, once again, the
Walk
mirror.
up to the wall next to...
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your... We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
I want to see my new form. Actually, I guess I don't get my new form until she gets taken by the hand. So, alright, fuck it. Take
Take the
sword.
blade from the
blade
altar.
thing.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and
Dagger.
save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind
What's
of
she look like
nice.
now?
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming.
Is she
She
big?
wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there.
Real
She
bigness
wants us
hours?
to see her. We need to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decision.
She has voice
Though if
mod.
his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Down we go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you,
Holy shit,
almost
she's a
glowing
Souls
in the bright
boss!
starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
You were the eaten alive warning? I mean, I guess I could get cannibalized here, maybe.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
I just need you to step outside real quick.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Okay.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
This really does sound like Souls game dialogue.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Okay.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Cool.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Okay, so again, I'm throwing out there again. Dark Souls boss.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives
Cool.
away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right.
You're still stupid as hell, my man.
She's right. We've been here before, and we've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her.
This should not be working on me. Why is she doing this to me? Big Lady is having an effect on chat. You all are fundamentally broken. Okay, I'm gonna get water again. So, no, I need to get water. I went to the bathroom last time. Fucking... I'll be right back. You ever, like, take a sip of, like, cold water and, like, it just goes down your, you feel it go down, like, your chest and, like, your entire body? Because, like, that's what happened to me. I walk out, and there's, like, 3 fleas on me already. Terrible, terrible fucking bug. It's called water going into your lungs. Incorrect.
He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do?
Can I ban the word woman and lady for the rest of stream? No. Let them have their fun.
Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
What would you have me do? What have you planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Can I do that? Did you do it yourself?
Be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
Your stream mode on Discord isn't set to off, Milky. What do you mean? Stream mode? Your stream mode on Discord is set to off. What the fuck you mean stream mode? What is stream mode? Streamer mode. It says enabled. The thing that mutes pings and makes your icon purple. No, no. It's enabled.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know
I'm just not purple.
our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
Yes.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Let me just, let me do something real quick here. Preferences. Turn that down. Go here. There, this should be more fitting, I feel.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Sure, let's go with that.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
You can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
This is kind of like every genre of game at once.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? It's impossible. She's not supposed to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Okay, my bit's done. Back up!
No.
I don't care.
Shit, what did you say? No. What are you talking about? I don't care what you are, you're mine. Ah!
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's
The window behind her has her hand. Does it? Break the chains!
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Okay, bye. Stupid!
But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Don't worry about it.
It feels so bad. Like, look, I don't want to look at us.
Yes, you do. It'll be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
The hero always sounds so fucking sad at this point, and like I feel bad for him. Like the fucking okay. Like he sounds so scared.
A mercy.
What do I look like now?
You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it.
Ooh, bones!
You're unraveled.
We're back in the quiet. You know what that means? Hello, hand lady.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Me, hi. Basically, you ever okay, like, I'm going to say this right now, and I want all of you to legitimately take this as seriously as possible. I am going to spoil Bravely Default. If you've never played Bravely Default, mute until you see the text on screen change. Whenever I click on something, that means I've stopped talking about it. They're like, I've made my joke. But I literally cannot stress this enough. Please play Bravely Default. It is so good. It's such a good game. Thanks, Milky. Good. Muted. Anyway, you know what we find out there? You ever played, like, Bravely Default? You remember, like, Ouroboros? I was there, all right? I was God. They put me on the screen. All right. Tell everybody that they're tell like the viewers that they're free to come back if you have me unmuted. Attack the anti. I don't want to attack her. I'm back. Welcome back. It's safe. Bravely's difficulty turned me off of the game hard. I get that. It's really, like, hard because the game, in a way, expects you to break it. Like, Bravely Default is a game that, if you lean into the mechanics, the game is actually really easy. But if you, like, struggle to kind of, like, grasp the mechanics, which is fine, then you're gonna have a hard time. Basically, like, if you know how to brave and how to default and when to do so, and also how to manage, like, your SP, or, like, good job combos, and it's like a really fun turn-based game. But if you don't, then you're gonna have a hard time, and I get that. Oh no, it's a really good game. I love Bravely Default so much. Fuck you, Bravely Default 2. Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
What's a Bravely Default 2? Bravely Default is, like, to say this without spoiling much, Bravely Default is a series that is really good because it's weird. Like, as you play Bravely Default and Bravely Second, you'll notice they're really weird games. Like, as time goes on in, like, the game, it gets weird. In a good weird, like a good, not a bad weird, not like a whole, like, yeah, what's going on here, but like a, okay, what's going on here type way. You get interested, basically. Bravely Default 2 lacks the interesting part. It also kind of removed a bunch of the really cool mechanics in Bravely Default and Bravely Second. So, like, it's eh.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Yes. Hi. I think it's me. They're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
You know what I am. But I don't even know what I am. You think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
MilkyTheSquid. Hi. Also, that person that asked where can you play Bravely Default? Did you know that, like, I've got this really good friend called, like, I think his name is, like, Vim. He like, I borrow my games. Like, I borrow his games a lot because, like, he's got a lot of games. And, you know, I borrowed his copy of Bravely Default and Bravely Second whenever I wanted to replay them after my 3DS kind of, died. So, you know, it's really, really good, actually. I had a real fun time. I'm glad Vim let me do that. Basically, what I'm saying is just emulate them. They're old. Like, really old. So, like, you're not really missing out on much. And the 3DS is easily emulatable, and they're also shutting down the store anyway, so, like, who cares? Alright, what do you think about the big lady?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
You know what's gonna happen when you awaken yet?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You see me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are not like me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have any of the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Maybe? I don't know. I can't see him. He does. I don't know why. But I know this is a fact. And when I find him, you and I are gonna have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many more?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
What routes have you done so far? I'm gonna go by voice names, so, like, I don't know what they're called. But I've done the Contrarian, the Smitten, the Paranoid, and now I just did the Broken. So, those 4. Go by chapter names? I should have just did chapter names, yeah. Chapter names are what the achievements are called. Anything you'd like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm just gonna stay here? No, I'm not doing that. I'm going back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
What the fuck am I?
I will be here, waiting for you.
Dead again! I recommend the betrayal route if this is your last one. I'm guessing... Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Betrayal. How would we get that one? How would we get that one? I'm guessing don't pick up knife, free her, and then... Like we're gonna do love route, right? Like the love route. And then we just fucking, like, right in the back.
You're here to slay her.
Yeah, whatever. To the cabin. His name is Damsel, except you let the narrator take control at the end. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You'll find.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is all...
Yeah, whatever. Okay, enter the basement without the blade.
Go to the basement.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please.
You walk down the stairs.
Yeah,
and lock
sad puppy dog
eyes
eyes. Hi, do you think you can get me out of these chains? Let's see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, uh-huh. Any other
Maybe
ideas?
there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Uh-huh.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete
Nonchalance. Try the
Try
door.
your shouts.
Be out of here. Turn to the
You
basement.
make your way to
Hide. She bit herself. Save the princess.
Fine. Against
Approach the
No.
locked
You
door.
won't wait, watch me.
What are you doing?
Hi. Okay, now we
no
stab
going
her.
Back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Yes.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
I know you don't.
She pounces on
Oh
you
my
with the
God,
same
she's like an animal.
velocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor,
Look at
your
her.
body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
Is this what people on Twitter are into? Like, don't they want like
Can't
girls
just
to bite them?
end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Bye.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slip.
Uh-huh. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
The opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Okay.
A warning. She will lie.
Yeah,
Don't
lie, cheat. I
worry.
know.
You can trust us to get the job done.
I agree, opportunist. Alright, what's going on in the witch's cabin?
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Interesting.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
Thank you, TV.
There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Yeah, same as always.
Reach
Yep,
forward,
same as
rub
always.
your hand against the cabin wall.
I hope you take the blade
Take
from the
knife.
shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
This reminds me of when I was with your other grandma during her witchy years. I'm surprised you're still here, Grandma.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you.
I hope you're enjoying the
barely
story.
penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick,
and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I feel like I would drink a witch's stew.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Like, why not? What do I have to lose?
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
I shower.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
Look, okay?
Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Things you all don't know, alright, is that I have magic-like powers. In a way. Alright, I've got, like, divine outer god help.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Hello?
Thank you. You descend the basement steps.
You look like me.
Entering the dark room
Kind of.
below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
To be fair, I haven't seen my own feet, so I don't know if I've got talons on my feet, but potentially same feet.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you?
I like whenever they fight.
No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Yeah, like where I let her out.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh, no, you fucking don't. Oh, no, you don't. Don't you make that face. That fucking face, you son of a bitch. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's there. It's there.
It's fucking there. You slimy son of a bitch. Look at it. Look at it. Look how goddamn smug she is. Everyone's doing it. And literally everyone's doing it. Look how smug she is. Fucking awful. Evil. Evil creature. I should stab her. Maybe I should just kill her immediately. I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Look, I'm sorry, okay?
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
You're the one that ate your own arm, lady.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay. Gotta get you out of here somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Face.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
She's just constantly doing the fucking, like, the cat face. Look, I know things got... Okay, wait, hang on. Let's explore our options here. Can't trust each other unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight. What are you ready for? The cabin isn't even locked. Stab, stab, give her the thing. Okay, yeah, the cabin wasn't even locked.
The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. That binding I shed is just a symbol of the crueler magic at work in this place. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Aye.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
Hi?
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Yeah.
We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking? You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
I'm not giving you the knife. You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
You're the one who said you can't leave here without me. I hold all the cards. Either you go up first, or we stay here. Up to you.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially.
Yeah?
What is she doing?
I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a rat, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
For all I know, you're probably telling the truth about that.
Eyes on the back of her head.
Does she really? No, we're fine.
The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
There's gonna be like real eyes.
You follow close behind
Or
her,
not.
the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
It's time, boys! Stab her in the back! Do it! Do it now!
Wait, I thought we were helping her escape.
Of course we're not. You didn't buy all that noise I was putting down, did you? I was just waiting for a moment for us to strike. She has it in for us, you know.
I'm not gonna stab her in the back.
You do realize that she hates us, right? If we don't make the first move now, she's going to find a way to make the first move herself.
You don't know what I know.
Why would she do that? She wants to leave, which means we need to work together. She knows that. She wouldn't just act against her best interests.
I don't know. If I were her, I'd betray us. Look at me right now, suggesting betrayal. You really need to learn to put yourself in someone else's shoes.
I'm with that little weasel. You have an opportunity to save the world. You should take it.
No, look, we're not stabbing her. I make the choices here.
And that's a great idea. See, this is why you're in charge and I'm not. You think things through. You stick to your guns. It shows real leadership, and more people should be like you.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Us? No, never. I can't believe she'd even suggest that. The gall. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you.
Stop making that face.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Bye.
She slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place.
You won't get far.
Maybe not stabbing her in the back wasn't such a great idea. The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
Thought you needed me to get out.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door.
I'm not actually.
So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
Try door.
You throw yourself against the door. It won't budge.
Okay, now what? I'm here.
Why isn't he saying anything?
I think he's gone.
Bye!
I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
Bye!
You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Emily returns.
She's gone. And there's that mirror.
Just trust
He
me.
feels so bad. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Finally, we're going places.
My final form!
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all.
I'm a crow!
That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection.
I
Me?
think you know.
Hi.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of glass in two. Another crack forms in another and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass.
Hi. You something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
I was wondering if I ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Like 5. Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
What about your hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Does it hurt when the glass shatters?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Okay. Oh, there's so many questions. What's my true identity?
You're the long quiet. The god I made. rid the world of death. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
It's the final fragment of the glass shadows. You see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you.
To the cabin! You're at the heart of things. There is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. The mound. The mound. What in the fucking Nier Automata?
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Hi.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
You know what? The echo. Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Oh, fine. You're gonna, like, psychoanalyze me?
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite.
This is just fucking...
There is nothing to resolve.
This is just
Nothing
SMT.
restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all this?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Did anything matter?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I didn't want to do this!
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move and yet we both don't, for each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. You let me move and I slam the door. But that is not the end. And both of us must face our partner once again. The barbs twist deeper, but they do not have to. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
There are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there is no difference between growth and decay.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover. I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible.
Oh, the big lady.
You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacies reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it.
Holy shit, you're loud.
Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
Engage with violence. Fight early and surrender? No. You're consumed by your own ego.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful.
The scary one!
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is
I don't know if I'm winning or
within
not.
being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
If you want death, I do want death. Even if I'm not afraid now, the fear of others is real. We can't uphold the harm that everyone suffers just because we're beyond it.
Others cling to fear because they have not yet seen beyond it. Will you strip the beauty of transformation just because some refuse to acknowledge it? Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
engage with violence.
But violence is defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear. You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
To fight for a better world. Your cruelty itself, they gotta let you exist. You don't have to, you can't make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it.
It's the hero! What hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Hi! Why are you here? Where's everyone else?
They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with them right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
No. I'm not. But now? Now I am. I'm ready!
Let's go. Here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started. I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Nah, I'm
That'd
pretty
be
good.
nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place.
Hi!
Oh, you made it here too?
I did miss you.
We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
I'd like the description now, if you don't mind. For old time's sake.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Of course.
No.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he? He mentioned the windows when we broke them. No mirror this time, either. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
True. It's just the three of us? Did anybody else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Hi, Contrarian, then.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
The narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
I actually don't know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he? It's not complicated at all. I miss him. I feel bad that he's gone.
Take Blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seems to give us more things we can do, right? So, you're not going to suggest we throw it out the window? No, we've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves. You've gotten serious. Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if we toss it out the window twice.
Sure, yeah, that's actually true.
There's the guy I know.
But it could be!
You actually did it! I know I just told you not to, but I'm proud that you did it anyways. It's like you've finally left the nest. Yeah, just like that it's gone, isn't it? Blade tossed, glass shattered. I guess we'll have to make do without it.
It's right there. It's in her
There's
fucking
your
back.
third beat. Hey! You're right. Good work. That was really funny. Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us. But let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
Did the stairs bite before?
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together. And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time.
Aye.
Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
Sit. Never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. Sorry for what I did.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
You're the same as you were out there.
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah. We really are the same.
What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore. It's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We know everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job.
You two gonna be okay?
We're not alone. We have each other, and I'm sure we'll find the others.
You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, comfortable silence filling the space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. There's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize them. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this, yet they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside. You follow their confident steps.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Do I go for it? Yeah, fuck it, we go for it.
And we love you too.
That's the game. That's Slay the Princess. Cool! Would you? I mean, I would help her leave. That's my take on it. I would help her leave. That's the true ending? I mean, I guess. There might be a bad ending. I don't know. There we go. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. Like, take a screenshot. You can hide the UI by hitting Age. I don't know what this means. But I mean, I guess this is like my playthrough. So I went from the princess to be everything, shifting mound movement 1. It was always that easy. Mound 2, I want to watch it happen. 3, suffocation, blah, 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 long quiet, all known together. Join our mailing list. Join the subreddit. Follow us somewhere else. Play our other game. Return to the main menu. There we go! Now go kill her instantly for old time's sake. Yeah, you're right!
You're here.
Yeah, shut up. Viva la revolution! Alright, we pick up the knife. Alright, get in the basement. Alright, yeah, 80%. Hi! Alright, let's just go. Step on forward real quick. Alright, slay that princess. Alright, she's dead.
With your work, why do I feel like we've done?
Alright, leave.
You open the cabin door. Oh, what?
Oh, okay.
Really?
I like it here. We did it! Alright, but that's Slay the Princess. Rate the game 1 out of 10. I mean, there's probably a bunch of content I haven't even seen. So, like, this game is definitely fucking worth the money. It's like 15 bucks, I think. I don't know. Okay, it's like 16 bucks. Like $1 more. I'm poor. I get that. But, like, this is a really expansive visual novel, kind of. That it's like, it's fully voice acted, too, which is also, like, double nuts. There's more than 5 princess routes and many different routes it can go. It has a lot. See? There's like 13 different achievements. Yeah, there's a ton of, like, new shit, basically. How many routes we're missing? I don't think I can check. Which kind of sucks, but, like, you know, I can't check. But yeah, the game's good. The game's really good. For 16 bucks, that's nuts. That's a nuts amount of content. And there's also the fact that, like, it can go however you want. Ad. I'm not sponsored. I'm never sponsored by anybody. No one wants to give me money. I'm a threat to advertisers. But yeah, it's cool. I think it's good. Good game. Not really scary, but good. Your subs beg to differ. You're not advertisers though. You all just give me money because you're weird. Art style's good, voice acting's good, music's cool. I couldn't really like be like haha hee-hoo about it. Because like, you know, it's a story. Anyway, end on wide Sephiroth. That's the wrong text. Okay, that's the text I used to harass Shen. You want to end on wide Sephiroth? We'll end on wide Sephiroth. Ceciloth does not bring it up. What the fuck is this thing? One-winged angel, but... Yes, this is my new VTuber rig. What do you think, huh? Is it good? I don't really know who to send you to, except Amma, because, like, Amma's live. So, you're going to Amma again. Amma's playing Grim Fandango. I hope I spelled her name right. Okay, I did. There she is. Enjoy Ceciloth. Bye! I'll see you on Friday for games of scary variety. Bye!